About 15 years ago. Now, of course, I'm sure it's probably changed by now, but I sort of doubt it. Anyway, about 15 years ago, I was going through my aunt's storage. She had a nice storage room where she kept it was very organized, but she kept a lot of her stuff, old books, readers. She had tons of Reader's Digest, just good stuff. But it was her junk storage room. Anyway, I happened to pick up a Reader's Digest, and on the front cover, it said NCIC. I think it said NCIC in trouble or something to the effect. So, page 48 or whatever. So I go to page 48. Now, in case you don't know what NCIC, if you ever get stopped by a police, doesn't matter, sheriff, local, state police, it doesn't matter. They can check you out for local so-called bench warrants, or they can go through NCIC if they suspect you have a national criminal record, which is also linked with the FBI. It's a national database. So if you rob a bank and and they got a positive ID on you, you go into that. Anyway, I was reading that apparently, now here's how dangerous a policeman's job really is. Let's say you pull over somebody and it's a criminal, and they don't know that until they run them through NCIC, and they pass. Now, according to the Reader's Digest, any criminal that's checked out through NCIC has a decent chance of still passing that. Reason, according to Reader's Digest, there's not enough manpower to fill up the data to fill up the databases. Yeah, there's a flaw in the system. Now, you see how dangerous it is for a policeman to stop somebody and check them out. Walking, driving a car, it doesn't matter. See how dangerous a policeman's job is? See, a policeman's relying on that. They're relying on that. But manpower costs money. So yeah, I was reading that. But like I said, maybe 15 years ago. But there's not enough manpower to put those records in the database. So if you're a criminal and you get checked out, you have a decent, I'm pretty sure they use the word decent. You have a decent chance of still, even with your criminal record, it doesn't matter. You still have a decent chance of passing that. So, in the eyes of a policeman, you come back clean, his guard may or may not be down. See how dangerous this is? Of course, now that's been 15 years ago. And I don't know. Like I just said, manpower costs money. This ain't a free world. I just kind of wonder if it's improved in CIC, a national criminal database. I just wonder if it's improved. If it's got better. I don't know. With all these federal cutbacks, I remember Ronald Reagan's federal cutbacks back in the early 1980s. But I kind of wonder, for example, a private pilot. I think instead of a federal person giving a private pilot test, written test, a civilian, as long as they got to have a pilot license, I think that's what it is. As long as it's a civilian with a light private pilot license, certain class, of course, they can give I think it takes 3, they can give a person their private pilot written exam. But there was a lot of federal cutbacks in the early 1980s, I remember. But I kind of wonder, has NCIC improved? That's a real good question, because I tell you what, I just hope subconsciously these policemen don't solely rely on that. And what made me think of this, as I was leaving the library, state trooper pulled over this truck, pulled him over in the parking lot, and the blue lights flashing, and well, at least you guys, man, you state police, you're getting younger. This state trooper, he didn't look 21 years old, looked like a young guy. I only seen him from the back, but I just, the old saying, quote, experience is the best teacher, unquote. They're too young to have any experience. I don't care what police academy does to you or does to them. It takes experience. You feel sorry for them and you worry about them because do they rely on NCIC? I hope their training or common sense tells them to don't always be on their guard. But that's what I read. Getting back at Reader's Digest, that's about 15 years ago when I read that. Has it got better? That's a good question.